So, by show of hands, how many students want to open their own business?
Yeah.
That's perfect. Yes. By show of hands, how many students think it's going to be hard to open your own business? You're right. So, first I want to introduce again. My name is Ryan Burns. I own Silky Sources Hair Salon. My business is an umbrella business. I also own BJ's Dino House and the Rec Club. Those are my children's businesses. So I'm kind of trying to educate them too. They're only 10, they're 11 and 6, but they're on their way. So just to give you a little bit of background about myself, I was born and raised on the south side of Chicago. I moved to Lafayette, Indiana for a low-income apartment because my house had gotten shot up, and we woke up to a bullet hole being this close away from my baby's nose. So we left Chicago, we came down here to Lafayette, Indiana. I moved into a low-income apartment, and me, I'm more of a go-getter, so I like to hustle, meaning I like to move around, I like to work, I don't like to just be stagnant. The way the low-income apartments work is you can't make so much. If you make so much, then your rent go up. So I kind of got tired of going through the process of my rent being $0, being $45, being $100, being $115, being $200, being $750. So I decided that I wanted to eventually own a house, but I moved to a regular market rate rent apartment. While I was in the process of living in a market rate rent apartment, I started working at Regis Hair Salon. It used to be in the mall where R&R Barbershop is. I don't know if you guys remember, but it was maybe a few years ago. I worked there for about a year, and then after a year, I found Onyx Styling and Braiding Hair Salon. And when I tell y'all that salon changed my life, it changed my life. So it wasn't the working there that changed my life. It wasn't doing hair, which was my passion, that changed my life. But guess what? I found God. I found him, I learned him, I understood him. And from there, I started to move forward, right? So I worked in that salon for about 3 years, and my goal was to open a school. I wanted to open up a cosmetology school. After 3 years of being consistent, I didn't open a school, but I did go to the next best thing. I branched off and I opened up my own salon, which is Silky Sources Hair Salon. It was located at 24 South 16th Street. Granted, it wasn't a commercial space, but it was a house. So I took a regular house, I turned it into a salon, and man, we had clients coming in and out. We were making money, right? I'm jamming, right? So while I was in the process of doing that, I bought a house. So I built my credit, I learned different things. I bought my first house through Habitat for Humanity, which is a program that they offer here in Lafayette, Indiana. After I closed on my house and opened up my salon, I was consistent with that for about 3 years. Yeah, I was in the salon for about 3 years, and then I started another income. So, note to self, umbrella business. So, umbrella business is a business that has multiple businesses under that one business that brings in income. So, when I started my salon, the salon name is Silky Sources Salon, and we call it SX3 for short because it's 3 S's. And then we had 3 years after I opened the salon, I started Silky Sources Supplies. So that's another 3 S's, right? And then my goal still is Silky Sources School, which will be another 3 S's. So that will make it an umbrella business because it's all under one name but 3 different incomes. So after 3 years of owning Silky Sources Salon, I started Silky Sources Supplies, and now Silky Sources Supplies is booming. So my goal next year is to start Silky Sources School. But I gotta back up and tell y'all the roadblocks, right? Because I just made it sound super easy, right? It's not. So whenever you get ready to open up a business, the first thing you have to do is think of what type of business you want. And as my friend Lachey said, you have to make sure one is in the market. If you're monopolizing, anybody know what monopolizing means? Can I get one person to raise their hand? No? So monopolizing, go ahead.
It's where like you have your own, you are the one who likes it, like
your business is
like choosing how much stuff is. And
yes, you are correct. So whenever you monopolize, that means your business is one, needed, and two, you don't have that much competition against you. So that means you're going to probably profit the most when it comes to that business just because you're the main focus and probably the only one, close to being the only one. So granted, my business wasn't the only business, but I was still monopolizing because we have such a tight community offering different products and needs to African Americans. So even everybody else's business could be booming too, but at the same time, with it, everybody can't do everything. So I kind of stepped out and my business was going good. I'm monopolizing. I got my salon. I started the supply line. And then, so the first thing was to figure out which business that I wanted to open. So once I realized that I wanted to open up a salon, I had to, one, register the name. So the way you go about registering a salon name, you go to in.gov/business, you register your business name. One speed bump you may run into is somebody may have the name that you want already, right? So then you have to go back to the drawing board and figure out what you want to name your business. Once you decide what you're going to name your business, then you have to figure out, hey, is this in the market? Do I have the consumers that I need to actually help me, keep the business going? Would it be profitable? So I registered my business. I found a location, which was the house that I found originally. I already had my clientele, so I knew that it would be, a profitable business. I had to get insurance. One, because I'm self-employed. If anybody hurt themselves, I will be liable. Anybody want to get sued? Good. So I had to make sure I had insurance. I had to make sure I was being consistent. So I opened up my business. I'm thinking I'm doing good, right? What I get? Do, a knock on the door. Hey, Miss Burns, do you have a compliant license? What's that? Did you go down to the city and register this business? Oh, yeah. I registered through the state. Well, did you register through the city? I guess I didn't. Okay, we need everybody to get out. We're gonna lock the doors. What was that? A speed hump. Okay, now let me pump my brakes. Ryan, do you close your business or do you keep going? Look back at my babies. I gotta keep going. I still got a mortgage. I still got a car note. I gotta push myself, right? I go down to the city. Hey, I'm down here to register for a business. Oh, okay, yeah, thanks. We'll send an engineer out. We'll send a fire department out. We'll see if the business is compliant. Ms. Burns, looks like the parking and the traffic that you have is not going to match up. We need everybody to go. Okay, so I have to find a new space. You have to find a new space. But I've been here for 2.5, 3 years. You got to find a new space. What I do, I started looking for a space. Granted, the space was more, but at the same time, I felt, hey, if it's meant for me, then it's for me, right? I find another space. I move to the new space. I open up the salon. I get my business compliant license. I'm already registered. I make sure all my addresses, numbers, and dates and everything match up. I'm open for business. I got scared, granted, but what do I have that will help my business to overcome? One, prayer. And two, my business is an umbrella business, meaning I have multiple strands of income coming in this one business. So even if I was not able to make everything balance out, I was able to at least push myself to, make it balance itself out. So the next thing I thought about, I said, you know what? I have my booth renters, because I rent booths. So I have my booth renters, that's one strand of income. I have my supplies, which is my retail, that's the second strand, and then I do hair myself. So that's the third strand of income. I said, man, we sitting here, we braiding hair for about 10, 11 hours. Folks get hungry. I said, what if I had another strand of income? So my daughter's store, she has a candy store. We put our store on the side of my store. Now people buying snacks and stuff like that. I was gonna say snack. But people buying snacks and stuff like that. So that's another strand of income. Then my son, he loves dinosaurs. Y'all gotta come by and see his store. It's 1510 Schuyler Avenue. So put his store next door. So now people coming in, they're buying hair, snacks, clothes, dinosaurs, toys, cards. But it's multiple strands of income, which makes it a umbrella business. One, a leverage income, two, and passive income at the same time, because I really don't have to babysit it because we have certain things in vending machines. So when it comes to business, I don't want you guys to get discouraged. I don't want you to think that just because it's something hard or something that may overwhelm you that you can't do it. You just have to think out of the box and create a different way to create that income. And sometimes that one client or customer can be a consumer in multiple aspects. That makes sense? Good. So that's all I got to say. Thank you guys for hearing me.